This guy has been trying to recreate my entire life from the shadows, and it has officially crossed the line into something terrifying. I've known him since we were 7. Same neighborhood, same soccer league, the kind of childhood where you hang out just because your backyards share a fence. For a long time, I thought nothing of it. He was just a constant figure in the background of my youth. But when we reached high school, a bizarre pattern emerged. I got deeply into marathon running and joined the track team. Within 3 weeks, he bought the exact same specialized running shoes, joined the team, and began tracking my personal lap times. When I shaved a few seconds off my record, he trained until he beat it by 1 second, posting it online with the caption, "Always leading the pack." I didn't think much of it then. I just thought he was overly competitive. Then it moved to my career, and the coincidence excuse completely crumbled. In college, I majored in architectural design. He was a business major, but senior year, he suddenly dropped his classes and transferred into my exact department. He even managed to secure an internship at the same boutique firm I had been interviewing with for months. He got the position 2 days before my final interview. It wasn't because he loved architecture. He quit the firm 6 months later. He just needed to get to the finish line before me. By my mid-20s, I couldn't take the suffocating weight of his obsession anymore. I blocked him on every single social media platform, changed my phone number, and moved to a completely different side of the city. For a year, I finally felt free. I felt like I could finally breathe without someone mimicking my every move. Then, things took a deeply unsettling turn. A girl I had recently started dating, someone from a completely different social circle who had absolutely no connection to my past, showed me her phone one evening. A strange account had slid into her DMs, asking oddly specific questions about me, how we met, where we usually hung out on weekends, and what my current work schedule looked like. I read the messages, and a cold shiver ran straight down my spine. A week later, a new guy joined my current engineering firm. On his second day, he casually mentioned that an old friend of mine had reached out to him on a professional networking site. This friend had politely asked about our office layout, whether I worked from home on Fridays, and what time I usually left the building. My coworker had answered out of pure politeness. When I explained the situation, his face went pale. I realized he hadn't stopped. He had just gotten quieter, more calculated. He was systematically mapping out my entire life, tracking my friends, my relationships, and my daily routines. So, I decided to set a definitive trap. I created a fake digital flyer for a private art gallery opening on the north side of the city, a completely fictional event at a gallery that didn't even exist. I sent it to a close friend via a text message, knowing that if my phone or my friend's public tags were being monitored, he would see it. I made sure the flyer listed a highly specific dress code and a precise arrival time. The next evening, my friend drove past the empty, dark building listed on the fake flyer. There he was, sitting in his car, across the street, dressed exactly in the specific clothing style I had invented, watching the empty entrance. He had actually shown up to an event that existed only as a trap in my mind. I am not annoyed by the competition anymore. That exhaustion died years ago. But this isn't a childhood rivalry. This is a level of calculated surveillance that I don't have a word for. He is watching my life like a script he wants to star in. And for the first time in my life, I am genuinely terrified of what happens when he realizes I've changed the ending.